Good evening, everybody. It's your boy Mike in California, and I'm a confident man. I'm on day 72 of my self-awareness project, and today what I'm being self-aware about is losing power. What I mean by that is letting someone else get inside your head and taking control of your power. It's very, very frustrating when everybody, thanks for coming in, whoever's coming in. You know, I make these videos every day and I try to be as positive as I can. Nicole, thanks for coming in. But you know, sometimes you just have one of those days. You just have one of those days. And today, I had one of those days, man. You know, one of those days where everything you do, everything goes wrong, regardless of how hard you try. It's just one of those days. And I realized what it is and why I'm having one of those. Hey, Debbie, thanks for coming in. I realize what's going on, and it's the simple fact that I'm letting someone get inside my head, letting somebody tell me things that I know aren't true, letting somebody tell me things that I know are not reality. They're not my reality. They're not anybody's reality, really, except that person. So, especially when it's somebody that's close to you, and you just want to feel appreciated, you want to feel respected, and when you don't get that, you know, when you've been trying and you've been doing everything you could do, it's very, very frustrating. So, you know, it's I think it makes it even worse when you are trying and it just gets in your head, man, and it's no bueno. And so, you know, like I said, I try to be positive all the time on the videos, but I got to be honest, man. I struggle today. I really sucked today at a lot of stuff. I wasn't organized. I couldn't make my calls. I was just all over the place. Couldn't get the kids to sleep, and couldn't get the house straightened out. It was just, I couldn't do anything right today. And then I had to go to do an event where I had to speak at a little quarter auction. There wasn't that many people or whatever, but it was weird. I just, before I left, I was having this horrible day, and before I left, I got out, I read my goals, and then, yeah, shouldn't have to try, right? Exactly, you shouldn't have to try. Once I read my goals and I started thinking about what I really need to focus on, it made it a little bit easier, but, yeah. It is. I usually can shrug it off. I usually can just let it go. But I'm human, right? I mean, geez, you can only take so much, and then you just blow up. I mean, and that's the sucky part. When you lose that power, you let somebody else get inside your head, and you lose your power. You give them your power because you can't. Because I'm not controlling how I'm reacting to the situation. I'm not thinking because I'm mad. I wasn't. I just losing control now of myself. It just makes me more mad at myself. So, somebody else is already mad at me, and then I'm mad at myself for losing control. And then we all know when we say stuff when we're mad, we don't necessarily mean it. It's just a reaction thing. And I've actually talked about it before in one of my other videos about reacting versus, stepping back and thinking what's my part in this whole situation. But man, I struggled today, and like I said, it started last night. Some things were just going on, just going on inside my head, and I started believing some of the things that I was hearing, and well, I don't necessarily say I was believing them, but it was making me think, like, second guess myself on everything, and like, somebody's saying. Somebody's saying, oh, you make these videos and you're just wasting your time and nobody's watching them and nobody cares, and who do you think you are? You go on these videos and you're fake and you're not real. It's like, okay, well, if I wasn't real and I wasn't fake, then why is there 5 people watching right now? Why is there people that want to listen to me? So I know it's like when you but sometimes you just, hey, like I said, I'm human, man, and I just, I couldn't come on and do this video today and be fake and sit here and say, oh, yeah, let's talk about this today. We need to be self-aware about this and that. No, I had a crappy day and it sucked, and I lost my temper and it really sucked. So I I try to be as, I'm being as real as I can, and I've been doing really, really good. I thought I was doing really good. I've been putting in my work, and you guys hear it all. I talk about it all the time, and writing down my goals and getting up in the morning, all that stuff. And it's rough, and I just could not come on here and be fake and try to be something that I'm not, because it just is not real. I know you guys are going to respect the fact that I am being real and saying I suck today. And yeah, I'm human. But yeah, when you deal with emotions, man, sometimes when you let your emotions get to you, it's tough. Because, if I didn't care, then I wouldn't get angry. And that's how I think, like if I didn't care so much, I would just blow it off. It'd be like, whatever, who cares? Who cares what that person thinks? But when it's somebody that you really care about, and they're saying things to you that hurt you and bother you, and you just want support from that person, and you want to be lifted up, and you want to be encouraged, and you want to be respected, and I mean, it's like normal stuff. But I know that I can't depend on anybody, man. I can't depend on anybody for that, because we're all human, right? So I can't expect that from somebody, because I think that in that sense, expectation is just premeditated resentment. So if I expect something and I don't get it, I'm going to be resentful. So I don't know. I was going to go live today, but silent by a comment. Hanging there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, a comment, Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what it is once it gets in your head. If you believe it, you need to start second-guessing yourself and stuff like that, like I was doing. And I wasn't really cautious about it until later in the afternoon, when I just kind of got away and I read my goals. And then I had a minute to clear my head. And then, I was able to walk into a room and, like, just be myself and know that, I'm confident, and it doesn't matter what anybody else says about me. That's, like I say all the time, man, that's not my reality. And it sucks, because what other people say about me, other people's perceptions of me, is not my reality. And when I believe what they're saying, it becomes my reality, and it sucks. It really, really sucks, because I know that's not me, man. I know that that's just not me. And that's a side of me that I don't like. I don't like to get angry, because I get, I hold it inside and hold it inside and hold it inside, hold it inside. And yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Anger is not good, man. And I don't like that side of me. And I'm trying with all my might to keep that from coming out, because that's a side of me that I don't like. I need to learn how to channel it. I know that Tim Grover has that book called Relentless. I think I really, really need to read that, because it talks about channeling your dark side, the anger, and the fear, and all that stuff that's inside of us. It teaches you, it talks about in the book how to channel that and to motivate you to be successful. And I think that would be a good book for me to be checking out right now, considering what's going on inside my head. So I'm going to make this real quick, real brief. I just wanted to pop on and say, yeah, then boom, watch out. Yeah, watch out. Yeah, watch out. I know I need to get once I get my mind 100%, it doesn't matter who it is that's going to say something to me. It's not going to matter. And I'm still working on it, and I've done a lot better, but and this is the learning process. So I'm going to take today, I'm going to chalk it up as not a wasted day, because I did get a little bit of stuff done, but I'm going to learn something from this. I'm going to learn that, not losing my power, not giving it to somebody else. Don't give it to them. Have you heard of the book? Badass. That's a good one too. No, I never heard that. I'll check it out. Deborah. Thanks. Yeah. So I'm going to learn from today, and just pray that tomorrow will be much more better. I'm sure it'll be better than today. Because I think coming on and talking about it right now is going to help me too. So, just being real with you guys, it is what it is. So, yep. I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here then. I just wanted to check in and let everybody know that, it is what it is. I had a rough day today, and it was really weird, I never thought that I didn't. Thanks for sharing, Deborah. I never thought that for once that I was like, I'm not going to do my video. I'm not going to do my video. I never said that to myself. Like I said, I got to do this. I got to do this. But I didn't know what I was going to talk about, right? So I just figured, like, man, I'll just be real. I'll just talk about my day. I'll just talk about it sucked. And just throw it out there, man, to you know, because you guys have been seeing me talk all positive and doing all this other stuff, but, you know, it's tough, man. It is, life is, it's not easy. And, you know, I say things like, oh, you know, I could sit here and, you know, do these videos and say this and say that, but, you know, we all have struggles, we all have issues. Thank you, Nicole, I appreciate it. And I actually watched Nicole, you were probably watching the video too. I'm pretty sure you were on JC's stream when he talked about losing, you know, having a bad day or something like that. And yeah, I'll say my prayers. He was talking about having a bad day if you're like in a moment or you're having a really bad time. He was like saying, just like think. When I heard it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense what he said. Just like think 15 minutes ahead. Where do you want to be 15 minutes from now? Where do you want to be tomorrow? You know, do you still want to be dwelling on this? Are you just going to let it go? So, I'm just gonna let it go, man. I am just gonna totally let it go. I'm gonna leave it to God, and just know that I'll pray for forgiveness because of my anger, because it was horrible. I said a lot of bad stuff. I yelled, I screamed, I cussed. I made somebody not. I don't know. I just yelled, screamed, and cussed. That's basically what I did, and that's not good. It is not good. It's totally self-defeating, and talk about bad mindset. Shoot, man. Yeah. I was swimming in it today, man, and it made me feel yucky, made me feel gross. Normally in the past, you know, before I was really trying to work on myself, it wouldn't bother me that much, but now I just didn't like it. I didn't like myself. I didn't like. I don't like it. It's just ugh. I don't like the way I sound, and don't like the way I talk. Don't like things I say when I get mad. So. And it's because I know that I'm losing my power, I'm losing my strength, I'm giving it to somebody else. And the biggest thing is I'm not having control of my mind. And that's a very powerless feeling now. Now that I know that I have the capability to control my thoughts and my emotions and my actions, to when I lose it, it sucks. It's very powerless. It's a powerless feeling. It really is. Especially if you know and you believe that you can do whatever you want to do if you have the right mindset. And then when you lose it, it's like, whoa, what did I do? How do I get it back? So this is the first part, I guess, the first step to go forward and get it back. So I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, their biggest pep talkers, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys, I'm going to get up really early. I got to still write my goals down and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And you guys, if you guys know somebody else that's maybe having a bad day, share this video and let them know that they're not alone, because we all have them. And keep it real, all right? I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.